J-Lo's divorce from Ben Affleck is showing no end in sight, and it looks like she's the one continuing it. Oh, dear Lord. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and I'm here with It's Kim. And yes, we're talking about J-Lo again. I wish there was better news, but this is the story that's still trending all over, and that's what we do when the news is slow, the pop culture news is slow. We continue. And look, I have been invested in this, Kim. I am invested. I'm also ready to move on. I wish J-Lo would stop having her exclusive sources keep telling everybody how good she is. Because honestly, Kim, for me, that's a sign that she's not really good. Usually somebody who's good doesn't need to constantly tell the press how good they are. It's just a red flag for me of like, girl, are you good? And I would have no problem if she wasn't good. It's really none of my damn business. I wish she would just get offline, just go be with her family for 6 months, pivot, readjust, figure out what she wants to do next. When she comes back, great, new eyes, new plan, we're all there. That's kind of the nice thing about a celebrity. You can disappear, take some time off, come back in. People aren't going to forget who J-Lo is. But sadly, that's not what's happening. So now we're still talking about how ugly this divorce has the potential of getting. We don't know yet. There's rumors now, I guess, what Laura Wasser has now been reported as the attorney who's going to help with the mediation. We shall see how that goes. There's really no new info on this. This is all the same speculative stuff we've talked about before. But her Instagram posts are new. Over the weekend, she decided to post, "Oh, it was a summer." Now, look, subtle, I guess, and sure, she's got to address it. She's not ignoring it because some might say she's delusionally not even acknowledging it. So I guess props, Kim, but it wasn't just that. Here she is, and she looks stunning. I never have denied that J-Lo isn't amazingly in shape and looking stunning, especially at her age. There's that meme where they show Blanche from Golden Girls and J-Lo, and like these people are the same age, and it blows my mind. I'm like, wow, she does a great job of keeping herself fit and looking fantastic. To be fair, Rue McClanahan was a goddess too. I'm not going to say she was ugly, but anyway, everything is unfolding in divine order. Okay.
Very cryptic. Very cryptic.
Her eating ice cream, which did she really, or was that just a photo op? Every time I see her do this, I feel like she takes a lick and then throws in the garbage. But okay.
Maybe someone it was good ice cream, though. You don't know. You don't know. Maybe.
They just happened to catch her eating ice cream. It just
was, allowed.
Here's just in case. I don't know who this is, but that's the most genuine of the bunch. I got to be honest. Mm-hmm. Somebody, her family, whatever, cute. Like chilling and looks heartfelt. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with this. Oh, cute kitty with like the kids' backpacks, Mario Brothers. And that's her. I think, is that her? Who is this? This is helping with backpacks.
I'm not sure.
Another dog.
There's her daughter. Dogs.
Right. That's her that's her kid.
One of her kids. Yeah.
There. And then
looks
again,
great.
She looks great. I don't have a problem with this. Blessed mom. Okay. She's like, my day. She's so, and my God. All right. She's showing off those assets, Kim. Get it? Those assets?
Uh-huh. I always think of that one video over the summer where she was on a boat in a white swimsuit, I believe, and she was walking around the boat in heels taking pictures, and a lot of people were checking out those shots. A lot of people were checking out that video, and it was the same time people were saying, we're so sick of Jennifer. But I'm like, but you're all looking at her walking around in heels on a boat.
Dude, she's got the booty. No one's going to deny J-Lo's.
She got a big
I'm
booty.
sure it's insured for like millions of dollars. It's like just one of those assets. She's never hid from it, and I'm not going to deny her the booty. Good on you. And she's putting out that thirst shot for whoever's next. Or do you think it's for Ben? A little subtle shade like, you don't get this anymore, Ben.
Maybe it's for her. Or maybe
it's
like, you know what you're missing. I don't know. But
and then it continues as a nice bubble bath. Okay. It's a lot of bubbles. My goodness.
That's a lot of bubbles, and I am jealous.
That's going to make a massive mess, but okay. Is that for the dog? Is there a dog bit? I don't know. I can't tell. Is that a human?
No.
That's a human bath? Okay.
Yes.
And then this one. She's in bloom and unbothered, out of reach and at peace. I'm sorry. This is trying way too hard for me, Kim.
I don't really feel like after everything that we've seen over the past few months that J-Lo is unbothered.
Correct.
I hope she's at peace. I hope she is at peace, and I hope that she's doing well. I have no negativity towards her at all, but it's just unbothered would not be the word I would use.
I guess she's in bloom. She is. Okay. Out of reach. You're still at reach. You're still letting people get to you. You're still responding. Another just random pose. Some nice lilies, daisies. What are those?
And those are daisies.
Daisies, thank you. And then, bam! Another thirst dream. Whoo! So definitely a filter on that one, but still, looks stunning. The hair looks great. There it is. It was a summer. So look, that's where it was. Okay, and so of course, in doing that, the media went crazy. A lot of media outlets reporting on it. There was another one. I'm trying to find the headline. The headline of, she's posing with sends a message via her T-shirt. It's like she knows what she's doing, and this isn't what you do if you're moving on and you're at peace, to throw this stuff to give to the wolves.
Unbothered.
Exactly. J-Lo, you're being a hypocrite. If you're unbothered, you wouldn't have posted anything about it. The true reality is if you're over someone, don't give them anything. Don't post anything. There's a whole saying that the couples that post a lot on Instagram are usually trying to prove that they love each other a lot. The couples that don't are confident in themselves, secure in their relationships. They don't have to show the world how amazing they look. And granted, at times all couples want to show off. I'm not saying, but I'm talking about the ones who got to do it all the time. The ones you're like, oh, here's another one. Look how perfect they are. Oh, another one. And I feel like J-Lo's trying to do that for herself a lot. And I don't know. I think it's a bad look, Kim. I don't think this is giving the vibe that she's unbothered. You seem to agree.
I do agree. I don't believe that she's unbothered. I think there is a level, though, with Jennifer when we talk about, the last two, like The Greatest Love Story Never Told and her This Is Me Now, where so much of her brand was wrapped up in her relationship with Ben. So I understand that there was definitely a portion of their relationship where it would make sense to be really promoting that the two of them are together, but now clearly it hasn't gone super well and it's over and they are divvying their assets. They're going to move on and live their own lives. And I wish them both happiness in that. But based on the press that we are seeing and the constant reporting about their relationship, I don't see her as being unbothered, but that's just my opinion.
No, the only one I can see as unbothered actually is Mr. Ben Affleck here.
Yes.
Channeling Nicole Kidman as he's just constantly with his photos look really actual, like paparazzi are invading his privacy. They always have that vibe to me. They're always a long lens. It's always a little bit unfocused, not the best color. These are clear paparazzi shots, and they caught him seemingly giving a very you can just see the stress away from his body. It's hard to not notice because he's been he's looked miserable, Kim, for months. For months, this poor man was at the Grammys, everywhere, just constantly being dragged and not wanting to be there. Look, J-Lo, it's clearly for the best. Clearly, it's for the best. As sad as it is, I hope you'll eventually realize that. And there's Affleck sources, but even they're not really. It's like he's focused on moving forward. He has a positive. It's always whenever it's an Affleck source, it's always very guarded. Nothing really is revealed. It's just, yep, he's moving on. He's moving on. Oh, by the way, he's moving on. And then also now, interestingly, he's seemingly erasing any sort of existence of this Kik Kennedy, which, again, to me, from what I was reading and hearing, it didn't seem like they really were in a relationship. They just went for a dinner or lunch and got caught at this club that they shouldn't even been alerted about. And there's no truth to any of it. They did respond. So one thing Ben Affleck has responded to, because there was a lot of J-Lo articles and people spinning, she's livid and he's out there sleeping around that already.
Are come off was another
His rep
big
did
one.
defend himself. The rep went defense mode and said, nope, there is no truth to any of it. And honestly, I buy it. I don't see anything. He's definitely doing his damnedest to sort of erase and remove that ability. So we'll see. All I know is he's getting a lot of takeout and food, Kim, smiling always. Always out there getting his foods and living on. Truly looks like he's actually moving on with his life, getting takeout rather than going out, which is what now again, this seems staged to me. I'm sorry. These seem more like, I'm going to dance in front of the paparazzi because I'm in a good mood with my kids while I'm being filmed, as if you couldn't tell that her daughter's filming it. So she's not only is she on camera with the pops, she's on camera with her own kids. It never ends. There's always a camera, Kim. Why is there always a camera on?
I don't know. I don't know. I have to say, I don't think I've ever danced on an escalator. Maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe I'm missing out. I don't know. It's just
Seems dangerous.
It does. I hope she's happy. I hope she's happy. But I just think it's so interesting when it's like you're like, well, the paparazzi have been catching celebrities out in the wild, out in their lives, and Ben Affleck is taking takeout, and Jennifer Lopez is dancing on an escalator, and I'm just like.
Well, it's funny because this doesn't stream Nicole Kidman pose. This seems like try hard, fake, disingenuous. And I'm not even trying to be mean. What's interesting is the real face I'm curious of is who's this lady? Clearly some sort of assistant or somebody. I don't know.
Like, why am I here?
She looks miserable.
Maybe it was just a bad frame. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's a relative or a friend. Yeah, but just by the vibe, it looks like a security or I don't know, assistant, nanny, somebody. And she's just miserable throughout the whole thing. She's on her phone, sort of close, but checked out the whole time. Mm-hmm. One of J-Lo's friends, I imagine, you think, Kim? Or employees? What's the vibe you're getting there?
I have no idea, but clearly was not interested in taking part in the dance party on the escalator.
Look, and J-Lo can have assistants, obviously. Mm-hmm. Someone at her level needs somebody by her side constantly to do grunt work because J-Lo doesn't do everyday work. And when you make the kind of money J-Lo makes, you can afford to have people literally walk around with you and do your bidding. And I don't know, that's the vibe I get here. Maybe it is but I don't know. But that's the differences of these two. So I really don't even, we got more to go through, which we're going to go through this live, but I don't even mean to pick on it. Just as you look at it from afar, girl, I don't believe you're unbothered. And the fact that you posted this is just so cringe to me. It's just the opposite of unbothered and moving on. And I wish you would just move on. I say this with love. I don't want to keep making videos on you, J-Lo. I'd love to be done, but we're all going to respond if you keep putting stuff out. Just take a break. It's over. We wish you well. Just sign the damn contract. I don't believe for a second this thing could be over tomorrow. Just take the loss. Move on. It's clearly for the best, girl. This guy doesn't want to be with you. He's just not that into you. Kim, final thoughts on this?
I'm happy to hear that there is mediation going on. It sounds like they have a very experienced divorce attorney that is in charge of the proceedings, it sounds like. And I hope that they are able to maneuver this quickly so that they both can move on and be happy. And that this saga of Bennifer can finally end for everyone. That's kind of where I sit. I think brighter days are ahead for both of them, and I hope they get there soon.
I pray. Please, J-Lo. It's time. It is time to move on.
We all want to end dancing on our escalators.
We all want... Do not... As much as I'd love the views, I don't want these views. Please don't make me report it. I'm saying it on record. Don't make me report more. I will if I have to. I will if I have to. But my goodness, don't make it ugly. Just sign up whatever you need to sign and be done. Get it out of... Move on with your life. It'll be so relieving, I promise.